Okay, let's talk about the serve and volley sequence here. What we're to look at is a serve and volley sequence of a serve, a backhand volley, and kind of setting up for the opponent's possible passing shot here. And here's what I want you to really sort of pick apart and take a look at. And that's going to be a couple things. Is number one, let's take a look at when the split stop happens. It really happens just in this general area in here, which is just about halfway between the baseline and the service line. And you're going to see that my opponent's already hit the ball, and if you look right above the top of my head, you can see the ball right in there. And so I haven't completely gotten sunken down into my knees yet down there to be able to now move towards the direction of that return. The one thing I want you to now look at is a reason that I choose to play a backhand volley is for two reasons. Number one, it's a much easier shot to play it across your body, as opposed to if I was to play this back over to my left, try to play it back over here, it's a much tougher shot, technically a lot tougher than if I now choose it to play it over to my right, which is called across my body. But the other real reason that I play it over there is because now I end up naturally on the same side of the center service line as the ball, which is really where you want to be when you're not sure exactly where your opponent's going to play that pass. And really what you're doing here is you're putting less emphasis on the quality of your volley and much more emphasis on saying to this guy, look, you've got a lane up here to hit into. You got a lane cross court to hit into. That's not real straight. Sorry about that. And you could also hit a very tough, high lob. And I'll give you those three shots. If you can pinpoint accurately hit those all day long, then I'm going to put you on the tour. And yes, I do get 25% of your earnings because I taught you this stuff, right? No. But that's really the challenge. The challenge is not how well you hit this first volley, but the challenge is that over and over and over again throughout the match is you're telling your opponent with this good court positioning as they're about to hit their shot is they've really got to be accurate for the whole time. And that is how you apply pressure. That's how you get unforced errors. Not only on these shots, but you'll start to get more unforced errors off of the return of serve, because what's going to happen here is as you serve and come in, your opponent's going to realize right now, well, darn it, here he comes again. I better really hit a good return of serve, and the consequence of that is you're now going to get some unforced errors off this return of serve from your opponent. They're going to try to do something that maybe they normally can't do. They're going to try to go for something a little bit too big, and you'll start to see some unforced errors after you go ahead and you play this volley a few times over there and you set up in the right spot. Again, you're now truly bisecting your opponent's sort of three probable. There's one up the line, there's another one cross court, and we talked about that lob. You can see my position here. I'm really got myself right between the up the line and the cross court, and I'm not all over the net. I'm going to hedge my bet here, especially on this particular sequence, that when I hit this volley, I can now get a sense that you can see my opponent's stretched out. And once you know your opponent's stretched out, if they're smart, they're not really going to try a very risky up the line or a tough cross court. Their only real safe shot's a lob. So I'm going to anticipate that by not getting too close and sort of maximizing my court position right here. So all that said, hope this helps. Any questions, feel free to send me an email, brent@webtennis.net, and have a great day out there. Thanks.